Go ahead, Ms. Ruggles.
We all received an email in June from the acting council of Regency. They informed us of three important actions.
Right, but so what is your position?
My position is that I will be refraining from participating in legislating until Mr. Councilmember can assure me that I'm not incurring criminal liability under international law and federal law.
Okay, well then, that being the case, this is only my opinion. She cannot vote yes or no, and I mean, I would urge you to just ignore that, quite frankly. But that being the case, if you're going to take the position that you're going to wait for something from Mr. Councilmember, something formal, you shouldn't even be participating.
Yeah.
It's fine. You cannot even sit here. But I would urge you not to take that position, but since you've already done it, and you're awaiting some formal, maybe written letter from the Corp Council, I don't even think it's proper for you to sit here. A no vote is still some validation of the legitimacy of this board. Whether it's no, yes, abstain, it's still in action. It's still an affirmative vote on your part. And based on the position that you've taken, I think that's all improper. Although I urge you to reconsider it.
I certainly appreciate your suggestion. Mr. Councilmember, do you have any advice as far as how I should proceed here?
Good morning, Chair and members of the County Council. Joseph Camilla Miller, Corp Council. I've heard what Councilmember Ruggles had talked about, and then this is the first time that I'm hearing that she needed a formal opinion. But a lot of these claims is coming from Hawaiian sovereignty groups. You know, over the years they have been filing claims against many county officials. And the way that we had been advising all of the county officials is that, you know, they're not a recognized sovereign entity right now. And so whatever they might state as being violation of international law or some other law that they claim that is still in existence, you know, it's just invalid. So it's a possibility of any kind of criminal action under our laws, you know, is zero, in my opinion.
Mr. Councilmember, I'm sorry, before we proceed, I just want to clarify the question I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
Which is, so I sent you the letter this morning, and the question now is how do we proceed as far as my participation until I await your formal request?
Well, you know, this is the first time that I'm actually hearing of a formal request, because I have to see your letter, because all I recall right now within the past 2 weeks is that you know, people had received notice from the alleged Kingdom of Hawaii, and my opinion to everybody had been, you know, it's not a recognized sovereign entity, and so whatever claim that they have, you know, has no basis, has no merit. And then if you want something formal, I'm just going to be stating what I state right here. And to help you along, if you disagree with it, then one way to kind of resolve it is to do what you know, Councilmember Chun has said. If you believe that you can't even act here, then perhaps you know, one option is for you to just leave.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Councilmember.
And I encourage you to read the letter before responding.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh yeah, just I think it'd be pertinent to read the letter before making a formal response here on the record.
But I've always taken the position, and even my predecessors have taken the position. You know, similar letters like that, because I've been seeing more and more such documentation being presented by different people, and all we do is file it away because there's nothing valid.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I apologize. I'm
No
trying
problem.
to urge Ms. Ruggles to reconsider her position, but really, as this all comes down to the issue of legitimacy. Okay, whether this email that she received has some legitimacy on the one hand. As far as I know, we are, and I've always acted on this basis, we are part of the United States of America and a subunit thereof. And I'm going to continue acting on that belief, that strong belief actually. But based on, and I don't think we should be belaboring this point.
No.
But if Ms. Ruggles is not going to reconsider her position and she's going to wait for a formal opinion from Mr. Kamehameha, and as a member of this body, I got to ask her, I'm going to object to her being here. And I really don't want to take that position because I've asked you several times, please just reconsider your position. If that's the case, she should not even be sitting.
Thank you, Mr. Chung. Thank you, Mr. Kamehameha. So, Ms. Ruggles, our rules do not allow us to defer a decision. We either have to vote yes or no. No abstention allowed. Given that situation, as a personal courtesy, we can excuse you from council chambers until pending you are comfortable in moving forward. Is that your wish?
If that is my only option, then that's my only course of action to take. So I will be excusing myself until I receive a response from Mr. Kamehameha.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Ruggles. So for the record, she'll be excused. So we have 7 ayes and 2 excused. 2 excused. Does that work, Mr. Clerk?
Okay.
All right. So, no, Sue wasn't in. She wasn't in chambers yet. Okay, thank you, and thank you, Ms. Ruggles. So, Mr. Clerk, does that bring us to the end of our agenda?